What a day, glorious. Gather round. There's nothing better than a friend.
Of the Fresh Start 30-day challenge. Today is a gentle, more of a calm, slow, restorative practice. After we've been kicking our butts, we are going to be doing some slow holding stretches that help deepen that connective tissue and just create a little bit more relaxation for sore muscles. So I recommend a cushion, a pillow, a bolster, and a blanket, and roll out your mat, take a deep breath, and let's begin. Welcome, my beautiful friend. Join me in a comfortable seat. You can put a bolster or pillow underneath of your sit bones. You can find a crisscross applesauce that works for you. And just take a moment to land your hands either on your thighs or bring them up to your heart. Humbly tuck your chin in towards your chest and breathing into the count of 4. Exhale to the count of 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I want you to flow with this, inhaling to 4 and exhaling to 5 for the next few moments. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Good. On that last exhalation, bring your hands to your thighs. You can dip the chin towards the chest and inhale, press the chin up towards the sky. Exhale the head back to center. Let the ear on the left really move its way towards that left side. You can use the hand to give yourself a nice stretch. And the neck, if you want to take it a little bit deeper, you can reach the fingertips away from the body. Maybe you want to post up here, inhaling and deeply exhaling. Just let yourself wind down, knowing that self-care is not selfish. It is essential. We'll exhale back to center. The head will tilt towards the shoulder on the right. You can use the hand on the right towards the opposite temple, and you can reach the opposite hand, getting a nice stretch. Just being kind to yourself, giving yourself permission to slow it down, to know that even in a fresh start, when you're working hard and maybe you have a goal of losing weight, getting stronger, getting fitter, or maybe just having a daily routine, that within the rest is where our body starts growing muscle and rejuvenating and recharging. Beautiful. And we'll come back to center. You can roll the shoulders up towards the ears and all the way down. Just taking these slow and mindful as you roll the shoulders up towards the ears and down and away. Just giving your shoulders permission to roll out any tight or cringy spaces here. Beautiful. One more, my lovely friend. Up towards the ears and down. Bring your hands towards your sides and then crisscross in the opposite direction, bringing the hands towards the thighs, using the shoulders to start carving a circle. Slow and steady with the body, allowing your spine, your hips a little love, a little care. If you could come back to that 4 count inhalation, followed by the 5 count exhalation. Last one in this direction, meeting at center and then going the opposite direction where you let your shoulders and your navel guide you. Beautiful. Ooh, being okay with any cricks or pops or ouchy spaces within the spine. Wonderful. And we'll bring those feet forward, and we'll meet in a tabletop position. If you had that cushion, you can press it out of the way because we will need that. If you have a blanket underneath of the knees, that could be quite lovely here as you bring the hands below the shoulders, and you can start carving a figure of 8 within the hips and the shoulders. Just more letting yourself be guided, being more intuitive with what feels good for you. Slowing it down within this mindful movement. And we'll pause at the center and reverse in the opposite direction. You can be more slow and steady or more expansive within this movement, tapping into your body and the sensations. Wonderful. We'll come back to center, walk the hands forward, float down towards the belly, bringing the hands below the shoulders, squeezing the elbows in for a gentle baby cobra pose. If it's too much, you can bring the hands out to the sides. You can sway a little side to side, just awakening your spine in a gentle manner. Beautiful. Bringing the elbows out to the side, you can create a little pillow and turning the cheek to one side. Heels will reach up and you'll just gently windshield wipe the heels side to side. Giving your spine a little love, a little kindness. One more time, side to side. Beautiful. The heels will reach up to the sky and the toes will come down towards the earth, bringing your forehead and your third eye down on the mat. The palms will come back towards your sides. And inhale the toes, hands and shoulders and head off the mat for a locust pose, really squeezing, corseting through that core strength. Really just allowing a little bit of strength within this gentle self-care practice, because self-care also involves getting stronger in your body. Really squeezing up, and then exhale down the forehead, down on the mat. Beautiful. You can scooch the body towards the far edge of your mat. Hand will reach long and will push the body up to the side, reaching that arm out. You can stay here or you can tap the toe back on the top. You can create this kickstand with the arm, the hand, and just really feel into that. My biceps and shoulders are feeling quite tense and tight and painful. So if it's too much, you can just stack here. You can squeeze actively through your pelvic wall, engage your belly. Find what feels good in your body here. Wonderful. One more breath, my friend. Good. And we'll bring the body back to center. Bend the knee on the right hand side for a half of a frog. So you can scooch back on the mat. The arms will meet forward in a sphinx pose. So the hip is open, the heart is facing the short edge of the mat. Maybe you need to wiggle a little bit in your hips if it's feeling a lot. What do you need? What feels good for you today as you unbind, as you unwind, as you untangle yourself? Let the breath guide you here and send it away. Being so proud that you've made it this far. Good, last breath here. And we'll bring both of the feet back, legs back, and then you can scooch towards the opposite, the further edge of your mat, reaching the arm on the right out, and then you'll stack the body over top of the body. The head can rest on the earth. You can create that kickstand with the hand that's up. If you want this a little bit deeper, the toes can point back behind you. And just find a little restoration as you breathe in And send the breath away. 2 more mindful breaths here. Send it away. 4 count inhalation. 5 count exhalation. Let's go for 1 more breath. 4 count in. 5 count dissipates. You'll roll back to the belly. If you need to scooch over, the knee will come at that 90-degree angle. The elbows will bend in a sphinx, so you're in a half of a frog. The heart is reaching up. Oh, you might notice one side is a little bit more painful than the other. So whatever it is, sometimes an English accent comes out. That's okay. Sometimes I like to do a little sway side to side if it's feeling really tense and tight inside of my hips, and just letting yourself find a little movement, a little breath, a little mindfulness. Beautiful. Four count comes in. 5 count rolls away. 1 more 4 count in. 5 count goes. Beautiful. Bring that leg back. If there's a little grunt and a groan, pushing yourself into a tabletop. You can open through the knees, sink back with the sit bones. The option is you can extend the arms forward. You can reach back for a traditional child's pose, or you can come in for a dolphin fin namaste, where the elbows walk forward and you make a namaste above the head. Just taking a moment to rest, to recharge, to replenish, to give gratitude for this fresh start, for this opportunity to take back your power, to feel healthier in your mind, in your body, and your spirit. And to deeply remember that self-care is not selfish. Self-care is an essential part of being a better person. And that when we're always grinding and going and doing, that we have to remember that rest is where our deep healing happens. Breath comes in to the count of 4. Exhales to the count of 5. Wonderful. You can bring the hands underneath the shoulders, pushing the body up into a tabletop, and we're coming onto our sit bones here. So if you did not get a pillow, please get yourself a pillow. You can pause this, or you can also use 2 sets of blocks. We are coming into a restorative Matsyendrasana. So I'm using a bolster. If you have like queen or king size pillows and 2 of those are going to be the best. So you want to drive that bolster in towards your low back, and then you can take it slow and steady. If you need another pillow more for a recline position, you can do so. So the goal is you're reclining back. You can bend the knees. You can bring the knees together. You can do a Supta Baddha Konasana, a laying butterfly, or you can relax the legs long. So this is a restorative pose that we're actually going to hold for a couple minutes, because rest is what we need right now. So I want you to set yourself up. And once you settle in, either find something to gaze into on the ceiling, or close your eyes. Return to that 4 count inhalation. And deeply let go at the 5 count. 4 count comes in. 5 count expands. And knowing in our asana practice of yoga that these restorative poses, when you hold longer than 60 to 90 seconds, it actually deepens that connective tissue, that fascia, and it creates a little bit more mobility and flexibility. So things like standing up, getting out of bed, getting out of the car after a long drive, it helps you rebound and be a little bit more resilient. Allow the breath to guide you here. and let it go. 3 more breaths where you focus on the 4 or 5 count breath. 4 in, 5 out. 4 count in, 5 count goes. Last one, make it count. 5 count goes. If you had your legs in a leg butterfly, bring them together and bring your elbow into a little kickstand and roll over. And our goal is to move that bolster or cushion off of the earth. And we will come in for just a little constructive rest where you'll bend the knees, just let your spine rest down on the earth, taking 3 breaths here to the 4 count in, 5 count out, 4 count inhalation, 5 count exhalations. 1 more. Beautiful. You can bring your arms in a T or a cactus shape and we'll windshield wipe side to side, just allowing yourself to reset your low spine. And I want you to just notice any tension or tightness in your spine and your back. Just noticing here. And if it feels good for you, you can bring both of the knees to one side, nestling the top foot inside of the arch of the bottom foot. With the arms and the T, you can track your gaze towards the opposite side of the bent legs. Focus on that 4 count in. 5 count, let's go. 4 count comes in. 5 count goes. 1 more 4 count inhalation. Let that 5 count go. Wonderful. We'll come back to center and just do a little windshield wipe reset before you go to the opposite side. I know for my spine, if I just go straight into a laying supine twist from one side to another, it hurts really bad. So settle in, nestle the feet inside of each other. The arms can be lengthened in a T. If it's too much to look out, you can bring that also shoulder in if it's too much to reach out. You can look towards the bent leg or the opposite arm a little deeper. 4 count comes in. 5 count rolls away. 4 count in. 5 count sends away. 1 more, my lovely friend. Beautiful. We'll bring the knees back to center. You can bend the knees, reach in either for the shins, ankles, or feet for a happy baby. You'll bend the knees at this nice 90-degree angle, and you can gently rock side to side. Just finding what feels good for you. Big dog Jasper, lay down. And if it's too much to reach for the feet, I have many students who reach for the shins or even right below the knees. So it's not about perfection or actually being in a pose. It's just about finding what nurtures you, what feels good for your body. 4 count in. Good, that 5 count exhalation. Last mindful breath here. Good, as you send it away. We'll bring the feet back down to the earth. If you have the cushion, we will set up for our Shavasana, more of in a yogic nidra fashion. I will be guiding you more like a guided meditation. I like to bring a bolster underneath of my knees. If you would like a blankie, if you get a little cold, if you have some nice instrumental music, you could play that now to help increase your ability to relax. So we will just gently bring the awareness into the jaw, into the bottom and the fist. And can you curl and hold all that tension and tightness? Inhale and then exhale. Let it go. One more time. Clench your jaw, squeeze your butt, roll your toes. You could lift your body up and then one more time. Feel the stress and the strain and the tension and tightness we all create, and then let it go. The next part of our Yoga Nidra to help create a nervous system reset is a body scan. And all you need to do is bring your awareness to the part of the body that I call out. Awareness scans to the top of the scalp, noticing any tension or tightness in the scalp and creating a soft and a subtle wave of relaxation that washes down through the forehead, relaxing through the third eye, allowing a gentle wave of relaxation that washes down right and left eye, gently softening and nestling the eyes into the beds of the eye sockets, allowing the right and left brain to relax, to soften as cheekbones relax. Awareness scans into the lips. You could gently lick the lips. You could bring the awareness to the tip of the tongue and gently run the tip of the tongue along the backs of the tops of the teeth and the backs of the bottoms of the teeth. Allowing your body to relax a little bit deeper here as you let go to the throat, shoulders, relaxing through elbows and forearms, allowing a soft and subtle wave of relaxation that washes down wrists, thumbs, pointers, middle, ring, and pinky fingers, letting go of all muscular effort in the arms as a wave and rinse of relaxation washes over the chest and the heart, softening each vertebrae down on the mat, allowing the back to let go of any tension in the belly, letting go of all muscular effort in the torso and the arms, allowing a wave and wash of relaxation to come over the hips and bottom, letting go through thighs, relax through knees and bends of knees, relax through the shins, calves, ankles, tops and soles of the feet, relaxing through pointer, middle, ring, pinky, and big toes, allowing a full body wash and rinse to relax your body, to allow you to feel held, to deeply relax, to deeply rest and let go, to let your body feel completely held in this moment. And from here you can gently bring your arms and your awareness at your fingertips, and you could start by wiggling the fingertips and crossing the arms, giving yourself a hug, and you can receive these healing affirmations with me. I love you. I love you. I love you. I am grateful to be alive. I am grateful to be alive. I am grateful to be alive. I am deeply replenished. I am deeply replenished. I am deeply replenished. You can hug that in. You can take a full body reach and stretch. Maybe a yawn is always in order. Biggest, best stretch you've taken all day, from the tips of the toes to the fingertips. You can hug the knees into the chest, and you can roll to the side or rock up into a seated position. And just join me in a seat and take a moment to bring both hands towards your heart. Humbly tuck your chin in and just take a moment to notice how you feel in your body right now. Thank yourself for showing up and taking this time for you, knowing that rest doesn't have to be earned, that you deserve it. The dogs say goodbye with a rude awakening. Jasper, the love and the light within me honors and acknowledges the love and the light within you. Namaste, my friend. I will see you back here tomorrow. Thank you for practicing with me.